Well, Republic TV has been relentlessly reporting on the horrific murder that took place in Hyderabad 2 days ago, where a 26-year-old doctor was gang raped, brutally murdered, then her body was set ablaze and dumped under a culvert on the Bengaluru National Highway. But there has been a silence, a stunning silence from the Telangana government, where Chief Minister KCR is yet to utter a word, while his ministers have come out and directly blamed the victim, saying that if she would have dialed 100, this could have been avoided. Not a word on the existing law and order situation and how it is being implemented. What is even more shocking is that last night we reported how there is another body of a 35-year-old woman that was charred, and it was found near the same crime scene where the body of the 26-year-old doctor was found. And my colleague Krishnamurthy has been getting us details non-stop for the past 72 hours on this case. And yesterday in the evening, the Cyberabad Police Commissioner VC Sajjanar held a news briefing in which he said that the incident that took place in Hyderabad was a planned gang rape. And we have Krishnamurthy joining us live. Krishnamurthy, in the past 48 hours, 2 bodies have been found near the same crime scene in the same vicinity. While we know details of the first case, what are the details you're picking up about the second case and the 35-year-old woman whose body was found charred? Because you were right there on the spot last evening. We saw that report. What is the latest as far as the probe is concerned?
Well, that's right. Shocking similarities between the first and the second case, where a woman's body was found charred, and that too at the same location, around the same vicinity, about just 2 kilometers away from the original spot where the veterinary doctor was found murdered. Just exactly in the same place, we found another woman, around 30 to 35-year-old woman. Her charred body was found close to a temple. Now, this place, apart from the first case, this place is secluded, and the police, in fact, have registered a case of suspicious death. Now, the initial hunch is that it might probably be a case of self-immolation, but nothing is being ruled out, especially because of the first case. And there are a lot of questions being raised about the safety of women, that too in the same vicinity, and such a kind of a brutal murder where a woman is burnt and her body is charred to death. So this is something which the police is looking into. Now, in the second case, the police don't want to take any chances. They have collected the initial clues. The 4 teams have been formed to look into the entire case history, but for now, yes, the post-mortem was conducted late last night. We are waiting for preliminary post-mortem report. It should be out anytime soon. Also, what we know is that in the second case, there might be a case of, probably a case of self-immolation, but the police don't want to rule out anything. The question being raised right now is about women's safety. If this second case incident also turns out to be a murder mystery, it will be a big blot on the face of the Hyderabad police. And a lot of questions will be raised about the safety of women, especially when the image which goes out to the world is that Hyderabad is a safe place for women. And the image has obviously taken a beating due to the death of the veterinary doctor. Now, with the second case in, there are a lot of questions being raised over the safety aspects and what exactly led to the murder of the second woman.
Well, Krishnamurthy, have you been able to pick up any details from the police as far as the murder angle in the second woman's body that has been found? Because there are multiple reports emanating over this second incident and the second body we found. Has there been any information or any clarification by the police whether this could be a murder or it could be anything else?
Well, the police obviously don't want to jump into conclusions, but the initial suspicion which is raised by the police. And what we also know is that the entire case is being looked into. The police don't want to jump into any major conclusions, but what they want to know is that if there was any person involved in it, initial clues obviously don't point out to any kind of leads which leads to a murder, but the police also are not ruling out any other aspects. They want to check if it's a case of murder or probably rape is involved in it. So as of now, the police are mum on it. We'll get to know the details of the entire incident once we get the initial post-mortem report, which will now be out
anytime soon early this morning.
Right, Krishnamurthy, there keep tracking the investigation in both cases, but the stunning silence of the Telangana government is still quite shocking because it's an incident that has shocked the entire country, and everyone wants justice for the 26-year-old doctor. And there are protests across the country, there are candlelight marches, and the brutality and the gruesome details of the murder have angered people nationwide, but the CM has maintained a conspicuous silence on the matter.